How's it going, everybody? This is Rick from Boatential.com, and today we're going to show you how to take the old packing out of the inside of your rudder packing nut and put the new packing in, and the tools you need to do that along with the wrench. This is what the old packing looks like. It's old, nasty, and it's pretty much falling apart. Packing is pretty much like a rope with wax on it. I'll have the packing that you need to buy in the description below. This is what a standard, well, my packing nut looks like. As you can see here, I have, and I'll show you how to disassemble this in this video. I'm just showing you what it looks like now when you take the packing out. So pretty much the old packing is up underneath here. When you take the packing nut off, okay, this is your locking ring. You have the packing nut. You twist this, obviously lefty loosey, righty tighty, and you lift up. You dig out all the packing up underneath here with a pick, and I'll show you that tool in a second here. And then once all that packing is out, then you get the new packing, clean this up really good. This has to be cleaned up still. Put the new packing in and then tighten it down so that these threads shove the packing up in the top here so that the water is displaced in this area here. So this is the starboard side. I'll show you how we did the port side from start to finish. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Boatential.com. So the first thing we're doing, we're putting the monkey wrench on the packing nut. The packing nut is the top, the locking nut is the bottom. You can see we're leaking out of here. Packing needs to be changed, so we're doing that now. Anyways, as I'm doing this, Jack's gonna film, and I'll get the packing nut off, and then I'll start digging out the packing. Okay, so we're taking my pick, and we're going up inside here, and we're trying to find where the packing meets together so you can grab it out. So you're turning this as you have the pick in there, and it is pretty difficult. It's going to take probably about 10 minutes to get all of it out, but once you get one end started, it's a little easier. And yes, they do make tools for this. I'll put the tool in the description to make it easier, but if you don't want to spend the money and you don't mind working a little bit harder, you don't have to buy the tool. So I can feel it coming now. It's still up in there. So we'll show you after I work a little bit more on this, it coming out. Okay, so I finally started digging with a screwdriver, and I got one of the ends out of the packing out. Now I'm just taking some vice grips and I'm gonna pull. See, it comes right out, and that's the packing. That's new packing. The other stuff in the other rudder that I did was not new packing. So now, if it's done correctly, there'll be another piece up in there, and I don't know if it is. Yes, there is another piece in there. I can feel it. So this time I'm taking a screwdriver, and the screwdriver seemed to work a little better because I was able to get it out. But now remember, this stuff was smashed in there by these threads, so it's going to take some time. The actual time that just elapsed while I had the camera off was about 5 minutes, and that end popped out. So I'm going to turn the camera off again, keep working, and then I'll have the other piece out in a second. All right. So what we do here, and it's kind of tight in the back bilge here, but we'll do what we can do. So we lift this up here, and we take this, and we go around like this, and mark the spot with a fingernail or one of your removal tools, and put a little nick in it so you know where to cut. So this nick right here that I just created is where I'm going to cut. So we'll cut that now. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut this. I was thinking of cutting this as a, I'm going to cut this at a 45. Now I'm going to cut this at a 90. And I'm going to put 2 pieces of packing inside of there. One is going to be like that, so that the weak end is on this side, and then the other one on top is going to be the weak end on this side. So I'll show you how that's done. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this now where our mark was. So it's right here. I'm going to cut it. Make sure you don't hit the gel coat on the boat. Put something down underneath it so you don't hit it. Flip it over and finish it off. There we go. So that's our packing ring right there. We need to cut another one just like it and put the other one so that this end is on this side. So now here's what we do. All right, take the hose, get that out of the way so I can show you this. Here's your packing nut right here. Okay, you got your 2 pieces. You're gonna wrap this around one way, and then you're gonna take this piece and wrap it around the other way. So it's like that, in circles. Are you getting this on film, Jack?
Yep.
Okay, so that if water comes up this side, it won't get through here. Same vice versa. So I'm gonna go ahead, and it's easier if you start one end like that, okay? You start one end, shove it in, and then go around, shoving it in at the same time, okay? That way, it goes up in there, and I know you can't see the packing nut because I'm shoving it up in there, and then just feed it in all the way around evenly until it's fed in evenly with your hands. And if you need to use a screwdriver, you can use a screwdriver. But I think it's just as easy as just doing it with your fingers if you have small fingers. If not, you're gonna have to get a little tool like a screwdriver or something. So my seam is right here, okay? So now I'm gonna start this one like this. So I'm gonna start this one in the back, and I'm gonna spin it as I'm pushing it up in. All right, and this is super slippery because it's lubricated to go up against the shaft to easily go up in the packing nut. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this down. First thing you need to do is make sure that your threads, make sure that this amount of threads is gonna start packing that packing up. So I'm gonna go ahead and loosen this locking nut down to about here so that the packing compresses up against the shaft. And that's it. So I'll do that now. So my locking nut, I actually tightened it down to about there. Now I'm going to take the packing filled packing nut, tighten this down here, tighten it down, tighten it down, tighten it down until you can't tighten it down anymore. Use a rag so you get a better grip. Remember, your hands are greasy, slimy as hell. And now that I just felt the packing hit. So I'm going to loosen the nut so it goes back up a little bit. So I just did that. Tighten it up with my monkey wrench.